What you're about to listen to is a Bry-Fy production.
Yo, it's Bry-Fy coming live through your Wi-Fi. One-man show, but I'm feeling like a sci-fi. Comic books, video games, catching them all. Pokemon cards stacked, yeah, I'm ready to brawl. From Marvel to DC, I break it all down. Nifty nerd news, got the geeky rundown. Pop culture hits, movies and shows. I stay in the know while the fandom grows. So plug in, tune up, press play, let's ride. This is the Bry-Fy, baby, welcome to the vibe.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Bry-Fy podcast. I'm your host Bry-Fy, your comics guy, and it's been a while, hasn't it? Since September, I think, is the last time we had an episode of the Bry-Fy podcast. I warned you. I told you guys that I probably wouldn't be able to post at all during October, and it looks like half of November. I was in an outage, so I was really busy working four days on, 1 day off, 12-hour shifts, and I'm exhausted, man. I'm really focused in, locked in, as the kids say, to what I was doing over there. And now I'm back. Got time to sit around and really focus on the nifty, the nerdy, and, you know, like play games, read, and all kinds of stuff like that. So Bry-Fy is back, baby, until the next outage, which is in March. So we'll try to get as much fun as we can out of all this, and then another outage will roll in, and then hopefully, you know, things relax after that, and we can go like a full year of just straight Bry-Fy. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in, sticking around, and being a part of the family. I really appreciate that. We're rolling into the holidays now, so of course some of the things I'll be looking at and talking about in these next couple of episodes are like Christmas ideas or potential Christmas ideas, things like that. I'm going to try to cover, well, maybe not holiday specific things, but you know, it's the season, right? So we'll see how those all turn out. Speaking of season and things like that, so Walmart is already, and this is not part of the nifty nerd news, this is just me talking to you guys. Is that my son knocking at the door? Who's there? Come in. Who's that?
RJ
What?
Florgato.
RJ Florgato?
Yeah.
What do? You put back the Switch?
Yeah.
Are you done playing Zelda?
Yes.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mwah.
Mwah. Love you. And that was RJ, everyone. Calm down. He's mellowed out since playing Legend of Zelda, which is really funny. But, you know, actually, that's been one thing that's been really cool as RJ's video game journey. Now, I've talked in the past and we've seen streams where RJ's gotten involved with things like Animal Crossing or watching me play games. And he got really into The Legend of Zelda. And I think that's because of a guy on YouTube. His channel's called Terminal Montage, and he does like really funny cartoons of video games like Mario Kart, Pokemon, and of course The Legend of Zelda. And that's what I think really got my son into it. And then he started, I think he saw me play Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. And then he was like, well, I want to do that. And now he's been just kind of playing the game. Now he doesn't really advance the story at all. But he likes to run around the open world, fight monsters, ride on the dragons that fly around the map. And like he's having fun with it. I mean, there's no right or wrong way to enjoy a game, especially for him, because just having fun is victory in its own, right? Not like us who have to are like me, who has to 100% find all the Koroks, find all the shrines, get all the heart meters and things like that. Like, he's not bound by those rules or afflictions and can just sit back and enjoy a game the way it was meant to be enjoyed. And that's leisurely. But yeah, so he's been having a lot of fun with that. And it's been really cool to watch my son's video game journey. But back to what I was talking about. So, you know, holidays are rolling in. It is November. We're getting close to Thanksgiving and then, of course, into Christmas. And Walmart is already releasing their Black Friday deals. They start really freaking early to get everyone involved. But one of the big Black Friday deals that I had to be a part of was they had announced a new Pokemon trading card game collection box. It was like the Snorlax, Blissey. I just dropped all the Pokemon cards. The Snorlax and Blissey EX collection or whatever. It came with 3 promo cards, one of them being a jumbo Snorlax. The other one was a small Snorlax and a Blissey EX card, and they're all stamped with Twilight Masquerade and Prismatic Evolutions. Kind of cool having a stamp like that. But what was really big about it was $8, right? $8 is, or not $8, I'm sorry, 8 packs. Came with it. God, if it was $8 for 8 packs, that'd be friggin' amazing. People would have robbed Walmart. No. So 8 Pokemon booster packs. You had 4 different types in there: Twilight Masquerade, Journey Together, Surging Sparks, and Destined Rivals. All really good hitters. Twilight, not my, of those 4, Twilight's not my favorite. Honestly, a big fan of Journey Together and Destined Rivals in those booster packs, but getting Twilight Masquerade has some cool cards, and Surging the Sparks, of course, has the special illustration rare Pikachu that everyone's after, aka the butthole Pikachu, as some people have called it. So getting 8 packs, 2 of each of those packs in there, and all for just $25. And like normally if you buy a booster pack by itself, it's close to $5 after tax. Well, I would say it's a little over $5 after taxes. So, 8 packs times 5, well, that's $40 worth of booster packs for only $25. So you're effectively getting it for just about half off. And of course, if you go to the third market for a lot of these booster packs, a lot of them are over $7 right now if you're trying to go to like a local card shop and buy these booster packs. So to me, this was an extremely hot item that I wanted to get a part of. So of course I went to my Walmart as soon as it opened and waited. And of course, there were already people there in line. Thankfully, Walmart has recently, and I guess this is part of Nifty Nerd News, but Walmart has recently put a 5-item limit on Pokemon card purchases. And I think this is now nationwide, like every store in the US is now doing this. I'm not 100% sure how it exactly works, but they say it's like tied to, I guess, the debit card. So your debit card can only purchase up to 5 Pokemon TCG items at a time, I guess per sell or whatever. So you would have to make like multiple small purchases or whatever. But I will say the employees there are doing a great job of trying to enforce it without being rude about it, which I'm not like one of those guys who tries to clean out a whole shelf of cards when I go there. I'm just trying to get a couple of things. Me and RJ like to open packs together. Of course, I like to open packs by myself. But anyway, back to my journey for this. So I show up at Walmart 5:50. It opens at 6. There's already 2 guys there with baskets standing by the door. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, these dudes are already lined up, ready to go. They look like they're ready. And there's like, come on, this early in the morning, 2, not to sound mean, overweight dudes sitting with baskets by the door on their phones. It's safe to assume they're probably headed the same way I'm going. I don't have a basket because I know there's a limit. These guys probably don't. Who knows? So we wait and the doors open and we start walking in. And I'm still kind of like on the fence though. Like maybe they're here. Like I've come to Walmart before work to get like food and stuff to take up there, or like gifts for coworkers, things like that to have fun. And so like we're walking in, they're walking in. I'm like, okay, this is a good pace. Like we're walking, like no one's going crazy. And then the 2 guys in the basket start speeding up. And then I went into full panic mode because they immediately, when we come in, you have the deli to your left and it's the grocery section of the store. You take a right to go to like clothing, toys, and all that. Well, toys are in the far back, but they keep like trading cards are up in the front by the register. So you turn right, go down maybe like 10, 15 yards, and there would be all the trading cards on a shelf or an aisle right there by the registers. So they come in and immediately turn right. And here's the thing. I know they picked up, they're heading straight to where the card sections are, but I've done some reconnaissance. I was at Walmart the night before. So guess who has an advantage? Me, because I know where the Black Friday Pokemon packs are. They don't. And so in my panic though, I commenced to running. So they go right straight to the cards. I go straight towards the back because I know they have put these Snorlax Blissey packs all the way in the back next to the toy section. And I don't want to miss out because I'm scared these dudes are going to cause a ruckus, throw a bunch of shit in their baskets, and then fight because they're like, well, there's no limit written on here and everything, because there was not a limit written on the cases. So, but we just know, or I just know that Walmart's putting a limit on because I've been told and because I've read about it with the 5-thing limit, but there's nothing put on any of like the displays or anything that specifies that there's a limit. So I take off running, hang a right when I get to the back of the store, and just fly down the aisle. I think like 2 employees see me. They're kind of laughing because they know exactly where I'm going. I'm kind of just not caring about how I look at this moment because I just want to get Pokemon cards, and I'm trying to beat 2 scalpers to get there. So I fly right past, like, I mean, they were nowhere close to me because, you know, I had an upper leg on the competition here. They probably stopped and looked at the cards, realized they weren't there, while I'm just picking them up. And you know what? I said, it's $25 each. I know there's a limit. It's going to be $125 before tax for 5 of them, but that gives me 40 booster packs, which, I mean, a booster box nowadays, which comes with 36 packs, are anywhere upwards of $200. So this is a deal. Like, I can't pass this up. So I grabbed my 5 limit. And yeah, I'm kind of that guy. I feel a little bad about it, but at the same time, I don't, because then the dudes in the basket come flying to the back of the store. One of them turns the wrong way, doesn't see me with my like boxes. He just takes off that, and he's running now. Like, he's like in the basket flying. The other guy kind of stops, looks, and sees me, and he's like, oh, there they are. And by this time, there's an employee standing there now because I think they finally realized, like, oh, this is going to be a problem. So I believe the employee went back to uphold the limit on people. And then as I was going towards the front of the store, like 5 more guys come in who I have seen buy Pokemon cards before, and they're all going straight back to where the Pokemon cards are. So I was like, yep, it's going to be cleaned out pretty damn soon. And so I go, made my purchase. I think it was like 130 something, like 135 after taxes or anything. It's still great deal for 40 booster packs, some of which are anywhere up to $7 or $8 at your local comic shop each, and took them to the car. And then I was curious because I was like, well, I only saw like 8 of us in the store this early. I wonder how many everyone took. So I lock the car, put everything up, and I go back in to see what the damages were of like the initial rush, the 6 a.m. rush of Pokemon cards. And when I tell you, one whole side is now completely empty, like within 8 minutes, all of this goes down in 8 minutes. We run in, run across, grab everything, purchase, get back to my car, and come back out, come back into the store to take a picture. Within 8 minutes, half of the product is already gone. Insane. I just, like, I in the moment I thought about how ridiculous I looked, and it felt to rush and try to purchase these Pokemon cards. And then I come back, and not even 10 minutes later, like, I am vilified because I'm like, I would have missed out. Like, because let's say I waited another hour, this thing could be completely empty. And so while I felt a little bit embarrassed, I don't regret my actions because now me and RJ have 40 booster packs to choose from and open. 10 of each, 10 Surging Sparks, 10 Destined Rivals, 10 Journey Together, 10 Twilight Masquerades. And we could have fun. He likes a lot of cards. And so I'm excited to find some ones that he really enjoys. And I've gotten a chance to get some of the new Phantasmal Flames, I think is what it's called. The new Mega Evolution stuff. Got some cool cards, nothing really to write home about, none of the big chase cards, but It's kind of neat, kind of cool. But yeah, so that was my Pokemon adventure story. And like, it felt a lot. Do you guys remember what was it, Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger and who was it, Sinbad in there, and everyone's trying to get a action figure doll, a Turbo Man doll. Like, that's how that felt. Like, I was flying through the store, like when they're flying through the department store because there are Turbo Man dolls somewhere in there. Like, that's how it felt. And thankfully I didn't have to fight anybody or team up with a mailman to go across the city to find one and then become superhero and villain ourselves and fight each other. But it was insane. It was crazy. Anyway, guys, so yeah, that was it. Thankfully, got some cards, and we're gonna have a good Christmas. No. So let's move on to the Nifty Nerd News. All right, guys, up first in the Nifty Nerd News today, Target is going to fix all the issues that they've been having. They've had low sales ever since they kind of walk back on like their DEI programs, and it took a lot of backlash, and then tried to like come back and be like, oh, you know, we're good, we're cool and everything. Things have just not been the same because, well, Target kind of showed their ass, man, and the public outcried because while, I mean, I know Target's like a nicer Walmart, still a lot of people of color shop there, and you hurt their feelings. You made us upset. I don't even really shop at Target much anymore, not because it's not exclusively because of the DEI stuff, but it really didn't help. So I was just kind of like, well, what's the point, right? I can just order everything off Amazon. But so Target's response to all this, and Target's way to fix their low sales and just the low customer turnout, is to require their workers to smile more. I mean, it works for Chick-fil-A, right? Hey, let's be really polite to our customers and everything. Like, that, maybe that's what we're missing. Wrong. And what's funny, though, is Target probably spent millions of dollars to, like, do data research and everything, all for them just to tell them, well, maybe they should smile more. All right, guys, slap hands. Solve the day. We're going to fix our revenue problem. Like, really? Like, that's what we're coming to? Like, if your way to fix things is a non-fix, like, it's just like, look, I don't know what else to do, guys. Like, this is literally Target telling Target, I don't know what else to do. Maybe you guys should smile. Like, it's like it's like men telling women, well, maybe if you would smile more, people. Shut up. Just shut up. Target, you're dumb. You're really, really dumb. And this is a dumb idea. But you know what? I'm going to let you keep doing it. And we'll see how that works out for you guys. Because now, and this moves on to the next bit of Nifty Nerd News, I have a new store where I can look for Pokemon cards other than Walmart. But it looks like big old Lowe's is getting into the Pokemon TCG business. Lowe's will soon be stocking Pokemon trading cards for the holidays and possibly beyond. And they're going to be doing sports cards as well, which I love me some baseball cards. I have a couple of football, but I'm not really too big into that. But baseball and Pokemon are like my go-to wheelhouse. And now that Lowe's is getting into the business, I really have no reason to go to Target. And like Lowe's just, it has other manly things there. It's got wood, lumber, plants, tools, and now Pokemon cards. I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny. And then, you know, it kind of makes sense that other stores are seeing the popularity. I mean, it's taken them a very, very long time to get here. But like, oh man, like, kids are going crazy for these Pokemon, and adults are going crazy for these Pokemon cards too. Maybe we should start selling some Pokemon cards and really get, like, let's face it, like, tons of nerdy men love Pokemon cards. And the fact that, oh yeah, like, hey, this could like bring clientele into the store, and then while they're here, you grab them and say, hey, little guy, do you need help building a shelf? Like, you try to get them, like, because like, hey, you know what's really manly and what chicks dig? Tools, electrical cords, light fixtures. Come this way. Like, I don't know. But this is like how I imagine Lowe's came to this conclusion and this decision to like justify putting Pokemon cards in the stores. Like, well, if we put nerd things in, we could teach them to do manly things. I don't know. It's just funny to me. And we'll see how that works out, dude. We'll see how that works out. Moving into the entertainment side of things, it was just recently announced that Brie Larson has been cast to voice Rosalina in the new Super Mario Galaxy movie, which will be the sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie that just came out recently. I'm really excited, man. Playing Mario Kart World has made me a huge Rosalina fan because she's cute. That's really it. I know I'm a terrible man. But she's really cute. And so I'm really excited to see Brie Larson voice her. I'm excited to see what this character brings to the movies and like what kind of story they're going to tell with her being involved. I can only imagine with it being the Super Mario Galaxy movie where she's going to play in this role. And so I'm really excited for the next movie because let's face it, the first one, and I mean, I don't think this is a really crazy opinion. The first movie was good. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I've watched it multiple times because I really enjoy that movie. And so I'm really excited to see what the new Super Mario movie has in store for us. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, one of the coolest games that's coming out. I think we've talked a little bit about it a few months ago, but some more news has come out on it. Is Pokemon Pokopia, which is essentially the Pokemon Animal Crossing crossover game with Minecraft elements in it that we've all been looking for. Like when we first got our first looks at Pokemon Pokopia, it seemed very much like, oh, this is just going to be Animal Crossing with Pokemon. Here recently, we've got new trailers and more like an expanded trailer on the game. And it looks like it's going to be much larger than what Animal Crossing New Horizons was. And like I said, it gave more of a Minecraft feel to me versus an Animal Crossing feel as a game. Now, this has me all kinds of excited. Although I'm not a huge Minecraft fan, but it still has the best elements, at least in the trailers, of Pokemon, Animal Crossing, and Minecraft all thrown into one. It looks like some of the things that you have to do to help build up your island and structures is get Pokemon to work together, because Pokemon are capable of doing different things, like kind of like Pikmin, right? Like reds, blues, greens, yellows, they all perform different tasks, and then you get them to work together to make one big thing, or like do all these multiple tasks together to create one big thing. And what's really great about this game is you don't play as a human on the island. Although you look like a human on the island, you're actually playing as a Ditto who's like trying to look like their owner, but you don't really know what the owner looks like. So you get to, create the owner in your own image. And it's cool because it looks like there are things that allow you to customize your character a lot. It looks really cute and adorable, the different Pokemon moves that Ditto uses as it learns things and gets better at it, like in its world. So like as you evolve or as you level up, I guess, excuse me, it looks really cool, man. One of the good things is this thing is going to release on March 5th, 2026. So that is just around the corner. We don't have very much longer to wait. I'm still playing through Borderlands 4. Then I'm moving on to Pokemon ZA. And then I'll probably be ready. I haven't even started Pokemon ZA yet. And I'm really far behind on that. But I'm trying to get through Borderlands 4 before I start any new games. The only bad thing that I see with this is you're going to have the physical copy of the game acts more and is a game key card. Meaning, if you have the physical copy of the game, what it really does is it puts a downloadable version on your console. And then you have to insert the game cartridge to unlock your ability to use your downloadable. So I'm not sure how GameShare is going to work with this one, if GameShare will even work with this one. But on like my initial reaction to the game key card thing is that that's going to limit the shareability of this game, like for multiple Switch home users. Like me and my son, we have Switches. I have a Switch 2, he has a Switch 1, and that's going to limit our ability to like share and swap it between the two Switches if he wants to play this game or not. Like right now with Tears of the Kingdom, what's really great about that is everything is on my little cartridge, so he can just swap it to his OLED Switch model, pop it in, start playing. Or if we want to play on the Switch 2, we can pop it out, pop it in the Switch 2, and just start playing, pick up right where he left off. With this, though, I believe the game key card function makes that way more difficult to do because you can't just transfer game files with the cartridge. So I don't know. I'm a little skeptical on how that will work. They do still have some really cool stuff, like the multiplayer looks really great with it, and like I said, the storyline looks really cute, and the way you interact with the world and the Pokemon in it has me really, really excited. So I'm still really excited to play this game though, and so we'll see how it goes. And the last thing that we're going to talk about today for the Nifty Nerd News, and before I let you guys go on for the rest of your weekend, Valve has announced a new Steam console. We've had like the handheld thing or whatever, the Steam Deck, if you will, and now they have announced a big physical console to compete with the Xboxes, the PlayStations, and the Switches of the world. And I don't know, man. This could be like, it could go one of two ways. It can be a disaster, or it can be the console killer, because everyone plays Steam. Hell, consoles are trying to get on Steam shops and get Steam shops to the consoles. Xbox is doing it, and PlayStation, I believe, is trying to do it. And then now Valve said, well, you know what? We should just make our own home console, because why not? And in theory, this should destroy consoles, right? Like because Steam is huge. Like the PC player industry is ginormous because everyone likes PC. Like that's the thing. Like you have Xbox people and PlayStation people, and those people pretty much cross over into PC gaming as well. Rarely does Xbox cross over to PlayStation, PlayStation cross over to Xbox, but PC is like universal, right? So how do you get those console players to really go into the Steam world and the PC world? Well, you give them a console that will play all of their favorite games anyway, because Xbox is trying to push Halo onto other systems. So why do I need an Xbox anymore, really? Because other than Halo, there were really no exclusives on the Xbox that I really wanted to play. So in theory, for me, the Steam machine should be the end-all be-all. But there are some things that might hinder it, because as I'm looking at some of the specs and seeing people talk about it, it doesn't look like it's going to be as powerful as a Series X or a PS5. It probably will best run games at 1080p, 60 frames a second, which 60 frames a second is great. 1080p is awesome, right? I mean, but now we have 4K gaming and 8K gaming in some scenarios. So, like, I guess in that aspect, yeah, it's not as strong. But, like, I don't know, man. To me, like, the ability to play Steam, which doesn't have a paid multiplayer, which Xbox does. Like, Xbox, you have to get one of their tier levels on their subscription. PlayStation, you got to do the same thing. Switch, you got to do the same thing. And it's to the point now where I have canceled my Game Pass stuff because I don't want to pay for it anymore. I just do not see a reason to pay for my Game Pass anymore, and they've brought up the prices on it, so it makes it even less desirable for me to want to be a part of that. And so I'm looking at the Steam machine as like this really great free alternative. I mean, you're gonna have to pay for the console, right? But I'm willing to drop anywhere between $400 to $600 on a new console, and based on the specs alone, we might be seeing a $400 to $500 console. But I don't know, man. Like, it's really hard to tell. People are speculating. A lot of people are hopeful that it will be less, because I think Xbox come out to say like their next gen console will be anywhere from like $1,000 and up. So like, if you're paying $1,000 or more for a game console, you might as well just buy a gaming PC where you can do a whole lot more with it, because like My gaming PC that I have right now that I do my podcast and video editing and all that, that was $1,000. I can play Steam titles, maybe not like high-end graphics and things, but I can play all the games that I want to play at a good level, or like graphically a nice level. And I can do all my editing, video stuff, watch YouTube, movies, and things like that, all for like $1,000, and it's upgradable. So I have room to make things better if I really wanted to. It's just I'm really satisfied with where my PC is now. Now, a console, which is very hard to upgrade because of the way they pack it all in and have specialized parts, and you're going to charge me the same price for something that I can make my own, and really, like, I don't know. That to me is a real drawback to like the consoles. But the Valve Steam machine seems like it might be cheaper, might have a little better customability into it. They're touting that it's going to be really quiet. It looks really nice, man. It like a lot of people have been making fun, or not making fun, but nicknaming it the Gabe Cube, because the guy who I guess owns Valve and everything, his name's Gabe. But it has a very GameCube shape. It's a cube. Let's just put it that way. What does seem really cool about it is the front plate cover is magnetic and customizable, so you can take it out, put new things in. It has an LED bar across the bottom front of it, which they've said like for game downloads and things like that, you can use it as like a progress bar. You can change the color of it, which is really kind of nice to have a little bit of like that RGB lighting customability built into the machine. It's going to have a display port, HDMI port, and 4 USB ports and 1 USB-C. It supposedly allows you to use any game controller that you want on it, and you're going to be able to play your Steam library, which is really cool. I do have some games on Steam, which would be really cool just to be able to pick up this cube, take it to the living room or take it to my office, and start playing games that I really like. I have my Xbox Series X in the living room and my Series S in my office. And what's nice about that, like the S is really nice because it's very portable. I got a backpack for it, a little carrying bag for it. It's light, easy to move around. The Series X, a little bulkier, but this Steam machine actually looks smaller than the Series X. And it's supposed to be more powerful than the Series S, not quite the Series X. And I love playing on the Series S. In fact, I almost prefer playing on it because of the portability and just, it's nice. It's quiet. I like it. So, I don't know, man. We're going to have to see till we get more information. Pricing is going to be key with this Valve Steam machine. Pricing is going to be the very big thing that lets me know, hey, is this really worth it or not? Because if you're touting a similar price tag to the new Xbox, like the next gen systems or whatever, and you're at if the Steam machine's asking anything more than $600, probably even 500 is kind of pushing it. I mean, look, the Switch 2, which I am a very big fan of, and it's doing a really good job, was what the bundle was 500, so $450 for the machine, $50 for the game that I got bundled with it. So honestly, I don't think the Steam machine should be anything over $500. And we'll have to see, because the Series S was like a $300 one, right? So I think if it's between four to 500, 500 might even be pushing it. So like in a perfect world, this thing only costs four to $450, right? And that would make me really happy. But we're gonna have to see. And we'll see where the market is at the time, right? Because like if all other systems are crazy expensive, then that's kind of like the new norm, even though I don't want it to be the new norm. But I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm optimistic for it. I'm excited to see what this thing can do and where it could take PC gaming and console gaming. But we'll have to just see. I did see the controller that they've put out for it, and I'll be honest, I hate it. That's the one thing. I really don't like the Steam Machine controller. I think it's terrible looking. Thankfully, it looks like they'll let you use whatever controller you want to. But I don't know, man. We'll see. Anyway, that's all that I got for you guys today for the Bry-Fy podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. And we will hopefully be continuing on our weekly episodes, at least maybe till around Christmas. I might take Christmas off to spend time with the family, and we'll see where we go from there. But thank you guys so much, and we will see you next week. Bry-Fy out.